Dr. Abhishek Bajpai from Government Shaheed Rajiv Pandey College, Bhatagaon, Raipur. Today we will be discussing the topic of MA second semester prose. The name of the chapter is Niccolo Machiavelli's The Prince. Today we will be dealing with the important lines throughout the book. Basically, as we all know, these are the principles that Machiavelli wrote for an ideal prince, that is Lorenzo de Medici. So let's get started with the topic. The first chapter of the book is what we may call introduction. Its name is dedication. That means the chapter is dedicated to such a prince who would follow these principles and try to bring glory and victory to its country. The dedication is as follows. To understand the nature of people, it needs to be a prince, and to understand that of a princess, it needs to be of the people. This was the dedication. And now the main lines from the books are first from the chapter 3, that is known as mixed principalities. One has to remark that men ought either to be well treated or crushed, because they can avenge themselves of lighter injuries. Therefore, the injuries that is to be done to a man ought to be of such a kind that one does not stand in fear of revenge. Time drives everything before it and is able to bring with it good as well as evil. The Romans saw the troubles and dealt with them at once. You do not avoid such a war, you merely postpone it to your own disadvantage. Now, from the chapter 6, the name of the chapter 6 is Conquering New Principalities by Own Arms and Ability. A prudent man should always follow in the path laid by great men and imitate those who are most excellent. It is not essential that the prince should have all the good qualities, but it is most essential that he should seem to have them. Hence it comes that all armed prophets have been victorious and all unarmed prophets have been destroyed. Chapter 7. The name of chapter 7 is Conquering New Principalities with Arms and Fortunes of Others. He who believes new benefits will help them and forgets old injuries is always deceived. Chapter 9. Concerning the civil principality. He who builds on the people builds on the mud. Chapter 10. How the strength of all principalities should be measured. It is the nature of men to be bound by the benefits they confer as much as by those they receive. Chapter 12. Concerning various kinds of troops and mercenaries. The chief foundation of all states, new as well as old, are good laws and good arms. A prince should always remember that mercenaries or hired soldiers are not reliable and they may prove dangerous to the nation. Chapter 14. A prince's concern in military matters. A prince should therefore have no other aim or thought nor take up any other thing for his study but war and its organization. Machiavelli tells us that being unarmed is big evil. A prince who does not understand the art of war cannot be respected by his soldiers, nor can he rely on them. Chapter 15, concerning things for which men and princes especially are praised or censored. Many have imagined republics and principalities which have never seen or known to exist in reality, for how we live is so far removed from how we ought to live. A man who strives after goodness in all his acts is sure to come to ruin, since there are so many men who are not good. Chapter 17, concerning cruelty. From this arises the question whether it is better to be loved rather than feared. If we must choose between them, it is far safer to be feared than to be loved. Still, a prince should make himself feared in such a way that if he does not gain love, he avoids hatred. He should never interfere in the property of his citizens or their women. Chapter 18, in what way princes should keep their word. A prince must imitate the fox and the lion. He should be able, like fox, to recognize snares and a lion to frighten wolves. Those who only wish to be lions do not understand this. One must therefore be a fox to recognize traps and a lion to frighten wolves. Everyone sees that you appear to be. Everyone knows what you appear to be, but few really know what you are. Chapter 19, the need to avoid contempt and hatred. A prince should be highly esteemed and should avoid being hated. Against foreign powers, a prince can defend himself with good weapons and good friends. If he has good weapons, he will never lack good friends. A prince wishing to keep his state is very often forced to do devil. Chapter 20, whether fortresses that princes employ are useful or not. It is easier for the prince to make friends of those men who were contended under the former government. Chapter 21, what a prince must do to be esteemed. Never let any government imagine that it can choose perfectly safe courses. In this way, we can understand and calculate that every prince should be ready for a war. He must be well prepared. Chapter 22, concerning the prince's ministers. The first method for estimating the intelligence of a ruler is to look at the men he has around him. In this line, Machiavelli suggests that a prince or a king should always be very careful. He should keep a close watch of people around him, especially the ministers and the commanders, whether they are in contact with other nation or whether some sort of unrest is evolving in the army. He should keep a calculation of all these things to run the nation in a smooth way. Chapter 23, how to avoid flatterers. A prince who is not wise himself will never take good advice. There is no other way of guarding oneself against flattery, but when everyone can tell you the truth, you lose their respect. Chapter 25, concerning the influence of fortune in human affairs. It is better to be rash than timid, for fortune is a woman, and the man who wants to hold her down must beat and bully her. In these lines, Machiavelli suggests the prince that how he should keep the command of his people. He must never hesitate while being cruel or being too much hard in taking decisions. And last chapter is chapter 26, an exhortation to free Italy from the hands of barbarians. Basically, this book is written to guide Lorenzo de' Medici, the then Prince of Italy, that how he should rule. These are the principles meant for him, and Machiavelli wants that he should use all the tools and techniques which he has written in his book. Chapter 26 main lines are: where the willingness is great, the difficulties cannot be great. God is not willing to do everything. Thus, take away our free will and that share of glory which belongs to us. These were the explanations and the quotations belonging to the main lines of the Prince written by Niccolo Machiavelli. I hope you might be benefited from the video. Thank you.